don't need any more leeway. Because in the end, I will be having a cup carrier right there. This is not going to be the final cup carrier. This is just a start out. You can find this at Walmart or any bike section in any place that has a bike section. So that is just this one here is a temporary place or a temporary holder anyways. So all I gotta do is unscrew this right here from this here and that there, which just works out pretty well, but in the end it gets still too wobbly. And I'll show you what I mean. So this is what I mean. This is exactly the same product. I bought it from exactly the same place, Walmart, in their bicycle section, and it is way too wobbly. And I have this here as tight as I can possibly get it, and it is still too wobbly. So I was wanting to go with a different kind of solution, and this to me is the perfect solution. Because it has Gorilla Tape, it has a Gorilla type of adhesive, and it makes it a permanent stay. And on top of that, you also have these grooves for those zip ties, which can handle a lot of pressure in a lot of weather, and also different temperatures, so it can definitely take a beating. So, being that the case, I need something that's going to be immovable and serve me pretty well for the lifespan of this bike, which will probably be during my lifespan. So the first thing that we want to do is just take off this back part here and click it onto there and call it good. Well, I'm going to do this the proper way, and I was going to be wiping this down first with nice warm soapy water, get all this stuff off of there so it actually has a better surface to clean onto. Well, I didn't get hot soapy water, but I did get warm water, so that does the trick too. The basic thing is making sure I get all the grime and all the dust and dirt and debris off of this part. This right here is a foil or aluminum sticker, but that's fine. And it's pretty much on there too, and it's going to take a lot just for it to get out. And as you can see, there's a crease right here, but that's not going to bug me too much. If anything, then they have Joe and Tina make me some custom some custom back adhesive. So should this here ever come off, then I could just redo the back adhesive, put it on the thing again, and after that put it back on there and call it good and dandy. But that's if I should have to do so. I don't need the entire widespread area that I'm wiping down, but I'm doing it just in case. Better safe than sorry. So now that that's wiped down, the only reason why I'm explaining it right now is because it's the first one for me to do. I'm not going to be explaining anything on the second round. What I like a lot is this contours. And they've already put this thing on there for me. I don't know if all of them come that way. I don't know if some of them you actually need to put the adhesive onto the thing, but it's already been pre-cut and been put on there for me. So, Joe and Tina, if y'all already did that, instead of me needing to do that myself, then thank you, I appreciate that. Your work does not go unnoticed, and your work does not go unappreciated. Your work is very, very highly noticed and very, very highly appreciated. If it wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't be doing this, and I would be leaving my front fork alone. I remember me saying sometimes I normally have my nails short, but sometimes having nails is actually a good thing. That way we can get the corners of this tape off. Very, very seldomly do I actually have something good to say about actually having long nails. I actually prefer having short nails or no nails at all. My nails, in my opinion, are right now too long. But right now, this is for my benefit. Now this is marked on the sides here, so you got Burro on that side and Burro on that side and one out. So no matter which way you put it, it's still going to be facing exactly the same way. So that I also really like too. When it's said and done, it's going to look something like this. But right now, I still got to put it on there. And the adhesive on this thing is very incredibly strong. In other words, watch how you put it on there, because you may not have a second chance. Which is why I'm being very particularly careful, because I didn't know how strong that would be or not. I know it's very strong. It's from a good company. I rely on them, so I'm relying on this to work. And the good thing about this here, it's got space enough for the two zip ties to go right here. So now I got it on there. Alright, and just like that is pretty good. But for the added security and measure, I'm still going to be using my zip ties to go with this. Now, if you don't like the part that I'm actually narrating what I'm doing and how I'm doing it, well, I'm sorry. But again, this is the first time for me to do this, and the first one with this part here, so I'm going to narrate the first part. Okay, so the way I'm putting these zip ties is like this. I'm putting this right here, through here, puts like this. That way in the end, it can look like this. With this part here sticking out, that way I can just cut off from there with a nail clipper or a toenail clipper. And that way it can fit inside the groove just like this. And that'll be the added security or added stability. Just know that once you do this, there's no turning back, so make sure you have it where you need it. And then this is where this here comes into play. You stick the riveted ends onto this part here, as this here has a groove. Which you can see there now. And it moves like that, so you can go like this, and it pulls. Now, if I did it the right way, it'd be nice. It's not working out well for me, so I'm just gonna do it the hard way.